Simply Social podcast. I'm your host, Caterly Ponce, Director of Marketing and Strategy here at C Squared, and you are listening to our podcast, Simply Social. Now, this podcast, we will talk about all things digital advertising, and we'll give you a look inside our world here at C Squared Social, tell you a little bit more about what we do, how we do it, and how our business can help create more business for you. Now, here on the podcast, we have really one rule, and that is to keep things simple. We believe that marketing should be effective, but also easy to understand and easy to approach. So you won't hear a lot of marketing jargon or a lot of acronyms that you don't understand. So what does this mean? This means that whether or not you are a complete marketing wizard or if you have been just now introduced to social media, we are going to help you understand the best possible way to use it to grow your business. Now, with all that said, I want to first kick off our episode by introducing you to the founders of C Squared Social and bring it all back to how we got started and where it all began. So please welcome to our podcast, Cassidy and Caleb Crail. They are brothers and co-founders of C Squared Social. Hi, you guys. Welcome to Simply Social.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're excited to be here. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for
congrats.
being here. Thank you, and congratulations to you guys. I heard that C Squared just had a recent birthday.
We did. It was our 8-year anniversary on February 8th, so it was just around the corner.
Yep.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah,
Did
really
you celebrate?
Worked.
Yeah. That
Well,
sounds
we've been out for 8 years.
a true entrepreneur right there.
No, it was good though. But 8 years of experience in doing this, but really a lot's changed in the last 3. So you've seen,
Yes.
lots happened.
I've been here to witness it. It's been amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So tell our listeners a little more about how you guys got started. How did you choose marketing?
Well, I don't think any kid grows up thinking I'm going to be a marketer, usually as an astronaut or fireman or something like that. But it kind of came by when we found there was a need in the market for it. We grew up around business. We have been kind of an entrepreneurial family. Our dad started Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory, so we were really around business growing up. A lot of our family members have retail stores. And
I had a franchise location.
That's right.
I mean, as you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, we were really growing up in business and had a lot of family in it. So we kind of saw the need for an effective marketing approach at a retail level especially, but for all businesses. So we wanted to find, kind of fill that void and find something that could help grow businesses, drive traffic, something that was cost effective. And that's what kind of gave us a passion for advertising just through helping our family with business.
We'd done it all from Groupon to direct mail, radio commercials, whatever it might be. So exactly, kind of stemmed from having businesses and needing to find a way to drive customers into the door.
Yeah. There was a problem. You guys had a solution. I love that.
Yeah.
So tell us, did it start off as C Squared Social, or where did it all begin? Was there a previous business idea?
So it started out as Go Halvesy. So it was a deal-a-day concept, kind of similar to Groupon. And we thought that this would be a good approach to helping businesses. That was very trendy at the time, kind of the deal-a-day concept. But I think we found in short order that it wasn't very effective. It was very financially intensive, where you had to buy the users and be able to build a database of users for these businesses.
Yeah, Groupon was doing like the deal a day, but all their stuff was through email marketing, which we found, first off, open rate was like 15 to 17%, right. And it costs a lot of money to buy those, to acquire those users, however they did it. So it was like, what do we find out? It's about $8 to $9 cost to acquire each user. So we just realized if you want to get 2, 3, 4 million users on a platform, you're going to fork over some huge bucks. So majorly capital intensive.
And it was also too that we saw that you're normally collecting email addresses, and email has like a 17% open rate. So even if you build this huge database, you're not really being able to get the distribution.
It kind of felt like that was fading out. That email marketing and sort of the social realm was kind of blossoming and coming into the new age with SMS messages also, but social was just the the Wild West. It was the frontier.
Yeah.
Right. Wow. Well, and how did you guys, when was there like a moment when you realized that social was working in your businesses or for any other client, and you realized, wow, this is like the way of the future?
Yeah, so we actually, we used social when we were doing Go Havesy to help promote Go Havesy. And we found it was really powerful tool. I mean, there was such a captive audience on there. It was kind of the Wild West of Facebook. It just started to monetize their platform and be able to bring users to connect with businesses. So we saw it was a really powerful tool, and all those users, 2 billion plus, were already on this platform. So we thought, why are we trying to collect email addresses? Social's where everyone spends their time, and this is where all the users are. So we kind of moved and transitioned into doing C-Squared Social, using social media as the kind of the platform to advertise businesses.
We started off with frozen yogurt shops. So our sister owned a frozen yogurt shop, and we had some friends that had frozen yogurt locations. And so it really started off where we advertised for these frozen yogurt stores. I think the first time that really we realized the power of social media was we ran, I think it was like a $3 frozen yogurt cup where they could put yogurt into a cup for $3.
I love frozen yogurt.
I know, it was delicious. But anyway, we ran this campaign, and it just went viral. I mean, it reached a couple of million people, and we had told the store, it's going to be packed, I have a feeling. I mean, I think it's going to be busy tomorrow. So we show up that next day just to see what goes on. At the store, there's a block and a half line out front. I'm not even exaggerating
Probably
when I say 300-400 people in line for a $3 cup of yogurt. I mean, you got to remember that an average cup of yogurt was like $3.50. So it's like 50-cent savings, and you can throw a little bit more yogurt. And there's a line of 350 people. So I think it was that point that we were like, there is some serious power behind social media. And they've done at that location. They had done. Like I said, they've done it all, Groupon, radio, everything else, and this just blew it out of the water. So we realized that we were onto something at that point.
Yeah.
So I bet you kept that customer for life.
I've had them for a very long time, yes, absolutely. Yeah. And we get free frozen yogurt.
Yeah,
so.
Hey, that's a bonus. Plus, win-win for everybody.
Exactly.
That's awesome, you guys. So tell everyone a little bit more about kind of the ins and outs of C-Squared. What really makes you guys so different from any other digital advertising agency?
Yeah, so kind of stemming from that story that Cassidy mentioned, that was kind of the day we realized the power of social media. And I think one of the things that differentiate ourselves from a lot of other advertisers out there is we do only social media advertising. That's what we specialize in. And it was kind
live
of that,
and breathe it.
Yeah, so it was kind of that day we decided we want to be the best at social media. That we want to live and breathe social media, figure out how to use it to deliver incredible results. And so that's all we do. And again, it's been 8 years in the making, and we've already made a lot of changes throughout that time. And one of the things we developed was what we call the 4-point targeting method. And it's something that it took time to develop. We really launched it 3 years ago, and it kind of comes down to 4 points, which is custom audiences, pixel audiences, lookalike audiences, and behavioral audiences. So those are kind of 4 things that we use in each of our campaigns, regardless of industry. The approach is the same, the targeting changes, but that 4-point targeting method is the approach we take with all of our clients. It's what makes us different. No other advertiser is using those 4 components in every ad set, and it's what's been able to deliver the results and grow C-Squared, 400% over the last 3 years.
Yeah, when you
just skyrocketed.
Yeah, when you talk social to people, that means so many different things. Like there's other agencies, and they'll say, "Oh yeah, we do social, advertising or marketing." That means so many different things. Whether it's like social postings or
like content creation,
ads that are more centered around boosting, which is the total bargain bin approach to advertising. And so it can mean a bunch of different things. What we really found our stride was about 3 years ago with that 4-point targeting method to say, let's use the absolute best tools available, something that nobody else is doing, and use that to really get in front of the right people. So whether it's franchise sales, which we work with a lot of franchise concepts, whether it's recruiting for something as minuscule as truck driving, or something that's B2C or B2B or e-commerce, using that 4-point targeting method really has helped us to like target exactly the type of person that they want, which brings down your cost per conversion and everything else. And so ever since that was developed, like you were saying 3 years ago, it's been growth, over 120% for the past 3 years. And so that's really been a major part of the business.
Yeah, and kind of going back to your clients, I mean, the majority of them, would you say they're in one particular industry, or do you really feel like social works for pretty much anybody?
Anybody. And we're in a lot of verticals now. As Cassidy mentioned, we're doing franchise development, doing franchise leads. We're still doing, retail, B2C. We're doing recruiting, mortgage, real estate, automotive. It works for any business. It's the most effective way to advertise. We've found, especially cost effective, but also the quality of the leads. For giving an example, one of our trucking accounts that we've been working with for the last couple of years, they came to us with this need to find drivers. The trucking industry is seeing, there's 80,000 jobs available in the United States for trucking. Wow. They can't find them. They have an aging workforce. They can't find drivers. The business is there, but the drivers are not.
I only see the hiring now on trucks on the road
it's
all
incredible.
the time.
They actually pay well, too.
Yeah.
It's kind of tempting. I mean, get out in the open road and
exactly.
Nobody's heckling you.
I know, exactly.
Don't have to deal with email.
Good right about now.
Just rock the headset and be on the open road. So they came to us with the need to fill trucks. They haven't been able to do this, and we were able to fill their trucks in 2 months. And for them, that was monumental for their business. And what went from them thinking they couldn't even fill their trucks, this year they've made millions in investment in new vehicles because of our lead generation, because they know the drivers are there because of it. And that's a hard person to find. You have to find the right licensing, the right area, the right qualifications, years of experience, but this 4-point targeting method has helped us to be able to deliver those drivers to them quickly and cost effective.
I think another example is Linex. We work with Linex that does their competitor's Rhino, which is like that hard spray that you can put on truck beds or on Jeeps. And what's amazing is we can even target as granular as saying we want somebody that just recently purchased a Ford F-150 in the last year, and we want these ads to display just to those people. So that's what's so amazing about it.
That's so crazy specific.
There are so many. I mean, you can get incredibly specific on this. So like you said, it's probably the best method there is for just about any type of business.
So if I were to sign up for C Squared tomorrow, what would be my experience? What's it like being a client at C Squared?
Well, you get a free hat for starters, so that's good.
Hey, swag is always a plus.
Yep, exactly.
That's great.
Sold.
No, you get an incredible experience. I mean, our team is outstanding everywhere from setting somebody up and talking strategy to our design team, which is here, and they're incredible, using tools like After Effects to build the most incredible motion graphics that you've seen. And then a customer success specialist that is going to be sort of that person once you hit cruising altitude that's going to help you continue to hit goals and objectives. And everybody has such a good background in marketing and advertising and even in many of the core concepts that somebody comes from. So it really is an incredible experience. We keep it super simple, like you said, simply social. It's not necessarily simple on the back end side, with our team, but for you, we keep it super simple. We have, flat rate pricing. We have it set up to where it's a very simple onboard process. We handle all the, the back end stuff that's required. It's really a white glove service is the way that we have it set up. So very simple for the user.
Yeah, and easy to understand. I think that's the biggest thing.
Exactly.
A lot of people in marketing make it overly complicated.
And one other thing I think I would add is cutting out a lot of the fluff. I hate to say that, but I'm like, there are a lot of agencies, not to dig on them, but will really sell fluff. I mean, they'll sell you the fluff. And like I said, you can buy into something that is not what you want and doesn't go towards your objectives. The one great thing about us is we really focus on what you want. If you want a driver, we're going to try to get you results driven. We want to get you leads of a driver. If you want franchise sales, we want to get you a franchise buyer that you're going to talk to. If you want to get people in your store, we're going to do that. And we're not going to really preach on so much of you got brand awareness and hey, your ad lift was this and this would help your SEO and those things are great, but I'm like, we're a really focused, oriented company, to go after your objectives. So I think that's really important.
And it kind of stems from the early days and why we got started. We needed to find a solution that could drive customers. We need an ROI, and at a small retail level, you can't spend a lot and you need to get results from it. So from day one, we've kind of been a ROI, results-driven marketing agency.
You need to see it working as fast as
Absolutely.
possible. Yep. Well, what's it like at C Squared? What's the office like, kind of the culture behind the brand?
Well, I don't know if the camera can catch the keg in the background or the ping pong table or the frozen yogurt machine or all the other...
We try to keep it fun. Yeah, try to have fun and doing it. It's a very open, collaborative work environment here because, it's very fast-paced. We like to have everyone working together to help each other out and doing that.
There's a snack bar.
There's a snack bar.
Yeah.
That's the big perk.
Yep. No, I will say we went out to Chicago recently to visit the SMB headquarters for Facebook North America. And they've got a very impressive headquarters. But I will say I would put ours up to theirs as far as the amount of perks that come with it. So. But no, but more than that, it's just the culture of everyone working together as a team, and everyone really focused. Everything we try to do is to incentivize the team to be most focused on the customer's success. So really, we're 100% focused on the customer being successful, and that's really the type of culture that we want to have here. Fun, West Coast vibe, really simple, and all those other things that go along with it.
So you guys obviously have to stay ahead of the game when it comes to social media and all things marketing. So what do you guys predict is going to be, the next thing this year? The big thing
I think sweater vests.
Sweater vests
is the next big
too.
trend.
I love a good sweater vest.
Nothing to do with marketing, but it's a great style.
I'm obviously not ahead of the trends.
C-squared sweater vest. We can make
from
those.
a fashion standpoint.
Great from Southern California. Stay warm. Keep cool on the arms.
Not too hot, not too cold.
Yeah. But, marketing is pretty fast-paced, ever-changing. And I think one thing we've seen, and a lot of our clients have been seeing success on, is Instagram. The platform has grown a ton in the last couple of years, but I still think it has a lot of growth potential there. IGTV, Instagram TV is just starting to monetize that, so they're starting to do ads there. In the introduction recently of Instagram Stories is a great spot.
Yeah.
And what I love about the platform is it pushes businesses and advertisers to really be creative forward, to kind of showcase your brand and a more storyteller kind of vibe. And
it's a little more natural.
Yeah. Which I love that. And that's a great thing about social, which you don't get with PPC or Google AdWords, where it's just text and it's in a search engine. You can really tell a story about your brand or your business, and that's what I like about it. So Instagram, I think, is going to be something we're going to see a lot of growth there in the next couple of years. And along with that is motion graphics, any type of graphic that has movement to it or video. Really important to incorporate in your ad set. We've seen that data showing that 75% of all consumed advertising by 2020 will be video in some capacity. So really important to be incorporating that. We've been doing that with our clients. You got to stay ahead of the trends.
It's really interesting. There's a stat that in Instagram, the length that you scroll every single day, the average user is taller than the Statue of Liberty.
What?
So yeah, absolutely. As you scroll down the feed, so you really have to have something that stands out. And motion graphics is one of those things. It's a game changer for being able to really stand out. Try to visual disruption. As they go through their Statue of Liberty length of feet in a day.
Wow, that's a lot of workout for your thumb.
That really, I'm surprised more people don't have carpal tunnel syndrome. That should be the next business word.
Motion graphics, that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for being on the podcast today. I know you'll be back, I'm sure, to pop in and visit. But thanks for checking us out, and we'll see you next time you're here.
Great,
thank you.
For those of you who are listening, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and leave us a quick comment. You can also check us out online at csquaredsocial.com. That's all for now. I will see you next time on C Squared Social. Simply social.
That was nice.
I was so close.
Cheers.
I was so close.